Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've seen any of our other recordings. I am your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. That's at least that's who I go by over here on these YouTube streets. I'm all things beauty. Hashtag all things beauty is what we talk about, from the rooter to the tutor, from the inside out. We talk about everything that smells, looks good, feels good. Let's get into it. So today I want to pop on and share some of my fragrances that are my favorites in my collection. For springtime, I really wear these fragrances any time of the year, but I had a few that I pulled that I want to kind of switch in and out of what I'm already wearing right now. And since it is springtime, they will be deemed for springtime fragrances, even though some of them may be called wintertime fragrances. For me, springtime. Let's get it. All right, so before we get into it, I do want to again welcome you to my channel. If you love fragrances and you're interested in hearing about the fragrances that are in my collection, none of these fragrances I'm going to share with you guys today are actually new. They're not new to my collection. I have had them for quite some time, most of them for years and years and years. Some of them may be like less than a year old to my collection, but again, none of these are new. These are oldies but goodies, but these are fragrances that I pulled to kind of start rocking in this type of weather right now. Where I live, we have kind of like cool, rainy weather, but it's transitioning from wintertime, of course, into spring, and then, warmer weather. And before you know, it's going to be hot like fire. So these are fragrances that I've been gravitating towards, or that I want to add into what I'm already rocking, because I'm starting to get some mid and empty bottlers, and I don't like my fragrances to get that low unless it's something that I don't mind repurchasing, especially if it was gifted to me. I like to kind of preserve my juices, if you know what I mean. So let me share in no particular order my fragrances that I'll be rocking in the springtime, just in time for Easter. The Easter bunny is watching. So let's go ahead and get off into it. I don't know, don't ask me about this outfit, y'all. I'm in the house, I'm relaxing. I don't know, I just, I had the chills and I just threw some stuff on. I'm doing the best I can right now. Don't ask me no questions. I don't know. Color me don't know. All right, so the first fragrance that I want to share with you guys, this is no stranger to any of my recordings. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I found myself going crazy with this fragrance this past winter. I don't know what came over me, and because I can't see inside the bottle, and I've actually had this fragrance in my collection for years, and I don't know what's left in the bottle. It's a little bit in there, but this is one of my absolute favorites. This is a head turner fragrance. I've shared this on many occasions. It's one of my favorites. It is from Michael Kors, and I'm trying to wipe it off. I wiped it down, but this is that kind of shiny that kind of shares all your it looks terrible. It has all your fingerprints on it, so it just looks horrible. But this is White Luminous Gold by Michael Kors. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Is it back? Is it upside down? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It is so good, you guys. So I did pull the notes on this one so I could share with you all what is actually in this particular fragrance. And you'll have an idea if you've never smelled this one before. It is absolutely gorgeous. This was a blind buy for me some time ago, and I just love this so much. And I never knew. It doesn't feel really heavy anymore, so I know it's not a lot in here. This is so beautiful. You can actually smell it from the bottle. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to turn this down because we don't want to get the copyright. But this is so beautiful, you guys. And every time I wear this, I get a plethora of compliments. And I don't wear it for that reason, but it is definitely a head turner. So this one is by Michael Kors. It is called White Luminous Gold by Michael Kors. This was an Oriental floral. So I'm noticing that I'm really good with like Oriental florals, Oriental ambers, and things of that nature. This one was launched back in 2015. It has pear, jasmine, and amber. If you don't have this and you like those notes, I promise you, you're going to love this. This is so addictive. From beginning to end, it smells absolutely amazing. It has a little bit of that pear juiciness to it, but it's not super sweet. It is exotic. It's very erotic. It's really pretty, y'all. I really can't explain to you what this does for me, but this is a really nice designer fragrance that smells high end. And that's what I love about this. It smells like a luxury for the low. Love this. Again, Michael Kors luminous white gold. If you like jasmine, if you like pear, if you enjoy amber, perfect for springtime. Really, I wear this all year round. It projects beautifully in colder months, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of this up this spring. All right, so we're moving on to the next fragrance, but first let us have a brief pause for the cause. Okay, that's a little bit better. I was kind of looking like I was getting ready to teach you all how to like make pickles or something. I don't know. I feel a lot better now, a little bit more comfortable. All right, next up on the list, I'm trying to think of which fragrance I pulled, if I pulled one, y'all. I did this just kind of thinking about it earlier today, and I was like, let me go through and pull some of these fragrances. And I don't even know which ones I pulled. Hold on. Next up on the list is a fragrance from Lattafa. You know, I can't make a video without talking about a Lattafa fragrance for the most part. If I'm talking about more than 4 fragrances, I'm going to talk about one of them. This one is called Opulent Oud by Lattafa. And I have the whole collection of these. And these are for a particular taste. Like, these aren't for everybody. Everybody's not going to like these. You have to go really, really light on your sprays with these because they are really, really strong and potent. And if you overspray these are very, very loud and clawing. Let me read to you some of the notes that are in this one. Okay, so let's get into the notes. I did pull them for you. Again, this one is Opulent Oud by Lattafa. This is a fragrance that I really kind of like don't wear that often when I wear this because it is extremely strong, extremely loud, and really, really clawing if you overspray this one. And I'm telling you because I know for a fact I did it a couple times with all of them actually. I oversprayed on all of these when I first had these added to my collection. And if you wear too much of these, it is really, really not pleasant. It's not. It's just one of those fragrances that if you spray too many times, you need to scrub down and get it all off of you. It gets that bad. But if you don't and you just spray lightly, these are gorgeous. You just cannot overspray these. So if you have these and you've worn them and you didn't get compliments on them, but they smell good to you, it may be because you overspray. That's what I found out for myself. I wore one time and I went on a little journey and a little hike and it just was not good. It was not pleasant. This one is Opulent Oud by Lattafa Perfumes. It is an Oriental fragrance. So I'm learning that a lot of Oriental florals, ambers, and things of that nature work pretty good with me, especially when it's a little bit cool and rainy outside or when it's really, really cold outside. These work really well. This one was launched back in 2018. It has saffron. It has cinnamon in it. Your middle notes are agarwood or oud, of course. It has a lot of oud in it. So again, if you don't like oud, this is something you probably won't want to add to your collection. It has rose, more agarwood in the base, amber, and cedarwood. So this is a really, really woody, oudy, semi-spicy, and just a little bit of sweet in this. And I'm not sure. I guess the sweet may be coming from the saffron, which is the floral note. But this is definitely, it's oud, warm spicy, it's amber, rose, metallic, leather, and fresh spicy. So if any of those notes are something that you don't particularly care for, this would not be your jam. I love metallic fragrances. I love aldehydic fragrances, all the things. I love leather notes. I love the suede notes in my fragrances. So this is really good. But like I said, if you get this one or you have it, and you didn't care for it, or it was just really overpowering and you kind of just gave it away or you never touched it again, it's probably because you oversprayed. If you overspray on this one, it is a very unpleasant smell. I'm not sure why, but that's the sitch. So I just thought I would share that with you, that if you wore it and you didn't like it, you may want to go back and give it another try, but lightly spray. And then I added a little something sweet on top of this, just to give it a little bit of softness if you're not wanting to have that clawing smell. In hot heat, I wouldn't recommend this because it's not going to perform for you the way you would want it to. But in cooler months and cool and rainy days, your jam. Give it a try. Okay, next up on the list, if you've been watching any of my recordings for any length of time, you know that I love oud. I love rose. I love them together. I am a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I love oud fragrances. And I'm just so glad that I found this one. I was watching, I cannot remember what content creator I was watching, but they talked about this fragrance. This is Frank Oliver's Oud Vanille. You guys, if you like oud, do yourself a favor. This is so good. It smells so divine. It lasts all day long. It is extremely affordable. It doesn't smell cheap. You know, a lot of times when you pay $20, $30, $40 for a fragrance, it smells like it. This does not. Extremely high quality. It's so good that I believe when I got this one, I got one for my son in the blue. And I can't remember what the name of that one is. It smells good too. That's an empty bottle. So I've had these for a very, very long time. If you love oud, if you love vanilla, if you love that heavy creamy, it's got a heavy creaminess to it. This one, I pulled the notes for you guys. If you're not familiar with this one, this is Oud Vanille by Frank Oliver. It is for women and men. So this is a unisex fragrance. It's woody, it's warm, spicy. It's vanilla, it's sweet, it's rose, it has amber. It's balsamic, it's earthy. I love an earthy note. Normally earthy means patchouli or some greenness like moss or whatever. It has caramel or caramel depending on where you are from in the country, and it's a little bit powdery. I don't know where the creaminess is coming from. Maybe the milk from the rose, possibly. You've got a little raspberry in this. You've got orange. You've got incense, which I love fragrances with incense in them. Again, rose, patchouli. You've got jasmine, violet, vanilla, woody notes, spices, and musk. Delicious, divine, extremely affordable. I've had this in my collection for a very, very long time, so I can't give you a price point on this, but you can look this up on Amazon or somewhere, or go to Frank Oliver's website. You can tell by the bottle how it looks. I've had this for a long time. Even if I wipe this down, it's still gonna look like that. I do not care, y'all. This smells so good. I've got probably half a bottle left of this. If you can kind of see that line, I've got about half a bottle left of this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this fragrance. Let me spray a little bit on myself. You know, you might as well. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself in there and just spray. You know, do a full circle because you got to get that fragrance halo. Let's do it again. Get you some. Okay, next up on the list is one of my all-time favorites. Ironically enough, I met a lady maybe about 3 weeks ago. It is funny how I meet a lot of people randomly is because of fragrances, like what I'm wearing, or just me maybe asking them what they have on. I do that sometimes. And I sat down on a bench one day, and there was a lady, an older lady sitting there, and she just started talking. She just started talking. If you've ever been around me, you know people do that all the time around me, and I'm okay with it. I like it. It's okay. That's how you learn. And we were talking, and she was telling me about her husband and her son and this, that, and the other. And she was sharing with me that her favorite fragrance back in high school was Chanel No. 5. Okay. And so that's when I opened up and started talking to her and telling her how much I love Chanel No. 5. It is one of my all-time go-tos. I always try to keep a little bottle and stashed away. And so we were just chatting, and she was just sharing with me that's her fragrance. She doesn't really, deviate from the program. That's her thing. That's what she rocks with, and she loves it, and she doesn't play around with a lot of others. For some weird reason, for some reason or another, this top is not very secure on here. I don't know what happened. So for that reason, I keep this one inside of my box so that nothing happens to it. I like to keep the tops on my bottles. Okay. So this particular bottle is a little bit more than half gone. Now, for some reason, I can't smell this one out of the by the nozzle. I love this fragrance. It's something about, and what's funny about this particular fragrance is it doesn't smell on me like it smells coming from the bottle, or if you spray it on a card, of course. But it smells different on everybody, and that's what I love about this particular fragrance is no two people wear this the same. Now, some others like Chanel Mademoiselle or Allure, which are a couple of my faves as well, and have been for many, many years. You can tell when they have that, when somebody has it on, right? Because it's just a fragrance that's just totally noticeable, totally recognizable, similar to Baccarat. If a person has on even a dupe of Baccarat, you can smell it. It just has that effect, right? This one is number 5. It's the Eau de Parfum for women. Of course, anyone who wants to wear this absolutely can. I know a gentleman that used to wear this and you couldn't tell what he was wearing. It just changed. It did something different on him. This was just something he loved. This one is woody, aldehydic. It is fresh. It is white floral. It is powdery. It's earthy, and I think that's what kind of anchors this for me. It's yellow floral. It has iris, citrus, and floral notes. This has been around for a long time. This is an old one. This one was born back in 1986, they say on here. And this one has aldehydic notes in it, of course. Ylang ylang, neroli, my favorites, bergamot, a little bit of peach. I love wearing this with peachy, creamy creams and oils. It has iris, it has jasmine, it has rose, lily of the valley, sandalwood, oak moss, vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. It's loaded with good stuff. It's got some more stuff in here too, I know it. But it's just so beautiful, you guys. It's just pretty. When I mean, like 2 minutes after I put this on, it turns into something totally different on my skin. It's sweet. It's dainty. It's just a go-to for me. It always will be, as long as I can see to it. Chanel number 5, Paris. Okay, next up on the list, in no particular order, this one is a Mugler fragrance. It's one of my absolute favorites. But before I share that one, you know, I'm always listening to something. You may not hear it, but I am listening to Melanie Fiona's new album. It's good. I like it. This is my second time listening to it all the way through. For me, this is a no skip album. Beautiful body of work. Thank you. I wanted to share that, and I'll make sure at the end of this recording that I share a picture of her album cover if you're not familiar. But I mean, I turned this on the other day. I listened to like a couple of songs like about a month ago or so, maybe less than that. And I didn't really take the time to listen to the entire piece. And when I tell you, from beginning to end, it's just so thoughtful. It's intentional. You can feel her heart as an artist. It's just good, y'all. Like every song from beginning to end, I just let it play. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. Next fragrance up on the list is a fragrance from the house of Mugler. I love Mugler fragrances. This one is Womanity. I absolutely love this. It smells so good on me. There are just a few fragrances in my collection that you would think are light and are not going to do what they're supposed to do. This ain't one of them. This is a bad mamma jamma right here. Okay, if you've never had this in your collection and you love the note of fig, this is gorgeous. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, if you get it and you don't like it, you can send it to me. It's so beautiful. I don't know if this has been discontinued or not. I'm not sure. It's been around for a minute. Again, this is Womanity by Mugler. I pulled the note so I could kind of share with you guys what's in it, because I've had it for a while, so I don't always remember what's in it. It's a fragrance for women, but anyone, of course, who wants to wear it can. This has been out since 2010. It doesn't really show the notes. It's been around that long. It's woody, it's fruity, it's savory, it's balsamic, it's green, it's sweet, it's a little nutty, it's fresh, It has a marine aquatic note to it, and it's lactonic. Y'all, when I tell you this is a dangerous fragrance right here, it doesn't look like it by the juice. Lasts all day long until you scrub all the way down. If you spray this on your garments, you're going to still smell this. This is beautiful. I'd never heard of it. I think I was watching a YouTube channel. I cannot remember where, but I know that's where I heard of this from. I know that for a fact because I had never heard of this. I don't know anybody who's ever worn this. If they did, I don't know about it. Gorgeous from beginning to end. It is a must-have. I would check around to see if you can find this one if you love those notes. Again, it didn't mention the actual notes in this, but I know this has a little fig in it. I know that for sure. Gorgeous. Get you some. You know, like I gotta speed this process up a little bit. I've been talking for a long time, and you eventually you gotta go take a nap. All right, so the next one up on the list, you guys, and I'm not gonna pull the notes on these. I'm just gonna share them with you really quick because I've got a few more I want to get through. This one is a fragrance from Zara or Zara. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. We don't have one here where I live, but there's one in Chicago, and so that's close enough for me. This is Zara. If you don't have a Zara in your area, you can order this online, and they come really quick, like really, really fast, depending on how close it is to you. Like Chicago is really close to where I live, so like you can order this and get it in a few days. It doesn't take that long. Okay, this one is Rose. Now, you know, if you wear Zara fragrances, that if you go on to the website, it's a million Rose fragrances. But every one that I have ordered are all good. Like I got like 2 of them that I rent. Like I use them up. They smell so good. Their fragrances are so good. They're just good. They're nice bedtime scents. They're beautiful for layering. They are just, this is good. Like, it's something about this I really, really like. It's clean. It's sweet. It's a little gourmandy-ish, but I don't know if this is labeled as a gourmand fragrance. Let me bring the bottle in a little bit closer so you can see it. Because as you know, if you've ever been on their website and looked at their fragrances or bought any, you can type in Zara Rose and like 12 Zara Rose fragrances will come up. My favorite ones are Wonder Rose, or yes, those are amazing. I mean, like when I say every one of those in that line are absolutely gorgeous. They smell so divine. This is so good. If you love rose, if you like a sweet, tonic-y scented rose, this is that. If you don't like that tonic-y scent to your fragrances, you're not going to like this because it smells tonic-y for about 10 to 15 minutes after you spray this on. After you've had this on for probably about 30 minutes to an hour, you'll start to get that little light, sweet rose scent. Again, perfect for bedtime. This is like a nice little scent for people who like to put on a little something when they go for walks or jogs or something, you know. But it's not something that I will wear by itself to expect for it to carry me all day long. Now, there are some people who can wear this by itself and it will last on them all day long. I'm not one of those people. Okay. I tend to have normal to dry skin, oily in some spots. And so a fragrance like this wouldn't last on me all day by itself, but it is so good. It's really, really good. I really like this. It's something about it I like. Some people may not like this. It gives me a vibe of Elizabeth Arden. That's what kind of so if you don't like Elizabeth Arden fragrances, you wouldn't like this. That's what this smells like. It smells, but it's still got a little bit of a clean, just a slight clean soapiness to it, but not too much. Because I love clean soapy scents, but they don't work that well and they don't last that long on me. This is good, you guys. Zara Rose, perfect for springtime. I love it. All right, next up on the list, this one is by D. Al Oud. I think it is Honor and Glory. Yes. Okay. And the only one in this out of this collection that I don't have so far is, oh, this is good. I don't have Blush. I'm not in a rush to get that one. I think I shared that recently. I'm not in a rush to get it because it smells like, I heard it smells like so many other fragrances. And I'm not, this is good. I did not pull the notes on this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I smell coconut, creamy, lactonic. I smell some type of a tropical fruit. Could be pineapple, it could be papaya, it could be mango, it could be all of the above. This is good, y'all. Like, I didn't even pull the notes. Like I said, I have a couple more I want to get through for you guys. This is so beautiful. It smells good in the winter. It smells good in the spring. It smells good in the summertime to me, and the fall. Best performance for this is cooler, rainy weather or cold, wintry weather, because it has a beautiful projection. And I really enjoy this fragrance. You can wear this by itself. I always layer my fragrances, even if you don't have to. I just have a habit of doing that. But this stands alone. It is gorgeous. This was a beautiful addition to my collection when I added this. I'm super, super glad that I have it. It's good. I haven't worn this in a while. I mean, it is so good. Now, if you don't like tropical, creamy, lactonic scents, you're not going to like this. It's real heavy in that area. So if you're over spraying this, you're not going to get the enjoyment and pleasurability out of this scent. And it may be offensive because it's kind of heavy. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And if you spray too much of it, it may not do what it's supposed to do. I don't think this was intended to be heavily sprayed. And if you do, you probably want to put something with this to kind of break up that creaminess, like a little bit more of a creamier scented lotion or cream. This is good, y'all. Or like a nutty cream, like an almond or peanut cashew type of situation. Delicious, divine. I love this scent. It is so good. Honor and Glory Lattafa by D. Al Oud. Get you some. Okay, so I just have a couple more that I want to share with you guys for fragrances that I pulled from my collection that I want to kind of rock and play around with in these springtime tricky weathery type of situations. So this one right here is a shocker, y'all. This is made by Lattafa. I can't really, let me grab my glasses really quick so I can tell you what it says. I'm not sure. I want to say Isabel is what it's called. I don't know. I can't tell y'all. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, this one, it is Tiara. Okay, I'll bring that in a little closer. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love the bottle. Isn't that pretty? I love this. The bottle is heavy. I love a weighted bottle. This is good. I didn't pull the notes on this one either. When I wear this, it is like a dream, a grown-up dreamsicle in a bottle. It's so good. It's sweet. It's got a little bit of, I don't know, glory. Hallelujah. This smells so good. Extremely affordable. You can go on to Lattafa's website and find this. And weigh out your prices on things like this. If you pay like over, I want to say 35, 40 bucks, you pay too much for this. You can find this for a very, very reasonable price. This is something that's a little bit newer to my collection. I don't know when this was launched, but this isn't a year old. I haven't had this. I probably had it for a little bit over a year, maybe a year and a half. But I know for a fact that this is one of those. It is so good, y'all. It's sweet. If your sweetheart loves a really, really sweet, creamy, dreamy, sensuous scent on you or for themselves, this is so beautiful. And I just love the bottle. I like the design, very detailed. I like the little, whatever these are, like little peppercorns or something, little black beads on the inside of the bottle. Just a really nice, sophisticated touch. It's beautiful. It looks boozy. It makes you feel bougie. It is good. Get you some. It is divine. Okay, last up on the list, I want to share with you guys. I had several others, but I think this is enough for now. I have noticed that when I pull certain fragrances out to wear them. I don't need like a million of them, just a few to kind of mix and match and whatnot. This is one that will always be my favorite fragrance. This fragrance lasts so beautifully on me. It smells so beautifully on me. This is one of the first fragrances that I know of that had the note of carrot in it. This lasts all day long on me. Okay, Tiffany & Co. Intense. If you know, you know. And you can see I've had this for a long time. You see how much juice is left in here? Definitely a repurchase. This is divine. Like when I say, when you just feel like putting on something, I'll never really like wear this and go like somewhere special. This is one of those fragrances that I reach for. Like if I'm going to meet someone or talk to someone or a job interview or something like that, I'll put a little bit of this on. This is good, you guys. Like I have no memory and recollection of when I've worn this except for one time I remember. It's just divine on me. When I say this lasts all day long, it is so good. It's powerful, it's sexy, it's sensuous. It's not too much for the office. Unless you work somewhere where you're really not supposed to wear fragrances, then I wouldn't recommend this. It's not overpowering, but you will smell this. It's so pretty, y'all. I don't know if I have anything in my collection that compares to this. I don't have anything else in my collection that I can think of that smells like this. It is definitely an original. I would always want to keep something like this in my collection. If not this, if they ever discontinue it, I can't see them doing that. It smells that good. Again, Tiffany & Co. Intense. Get you some. The carrot note is just extreme. You've got to try. Even if you don't pay for this and you go to a Tiffany store and if they have this out for you to try, please check it out and see what you think about it. It is so good, y'all. All right, that is it, and that is all. Those are all the scents that I want to share with you guys today. Fragrances that I'll be rocking in the springtime. Those probably aren't all of them, and I may not wear a couple of them, but in my mind, when I think about spring, when I think about Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday, if that's what you call it, I think about these fragrances. They just came. I was like, oh, yep. And come on and share them. Again, none of these fragrances are new. They're not new to my collection. They're not new, period. You may have some of these. A couple of them are super, super old. Like I said, Chanel's number 5 has been around forever. 1986. So a lot of these fragrances have been around for a very, very long time. I think probably the newest to my collection out of all of these would be the Lattafa fragrances. Those are extremely affordable. And then probably Zara. I've had that one, I would say, for maybe 5 years or so. But if you have an opportunity to smell or add any of those to your collection at any point in time, you can go on to a website called Fragrantica, and you can type in the name of those fragrances, and it'll give you the notes of those fragrances, when they were made, if they're unisex, what the notes are, and tell you if you like this. These are fragrances that smell like it or remind you of these. What I do when I'm looking at fragrances is I'll go there sometimes and I'll look up the notes for the fragrance that I possibly may be interested in or that I see a good deal on. And then I'll scroll down and check the fragrances that it reminds you of, that people said, right? And I scroll down the line. And if I see something that I have or I've ever had before, that's what allows me to know I'm probably going to like the fragrance. It's just a little bit of research, not too much, but it's really, really smart because it gives you an opportunity to look up the notes, look up the nose behind the fragrances. Again, tell you when it was made, some of the fragrances that it's similar to. And then it also there's people on there to give testimonials. I really don't go by those because a lot of times those testimonials aren't real people. So I don't really trip off of that. And again, if I see fragrances that are in that list of this fragrance reminds you of, then I kind of can get a feel for whether or not it's something that I might like. And for the most part, whenever I've done that in the past, it has always been a fragrance that I liked. All right. So just a little bit of a tidbit for you. If you are adding to your collection, thinking about adding any of those that I mentioned, I will try to make sure I add them to the description box. I always forget to do that. So please charge my head and not my heart. I apologize for that. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I really, really greatly appreciate your love and your support. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. And hey, to my existing subscribers, make sure you shout down in the comments if there's any fragrance that I share with you that you enjoy, or where you do gain an opportunity to add it to your collection. Let me know what you think about it. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. We will see you on the next video. Peace.